Joe Biden is absolutely leaking support as bombshell revelations continue to sink his campaign. In this video, we're going to take a look at the latest bombshell revelation as one of Hunter Biden's closest associates has turned on him, how those revelations are implicating the who's who of the Democratic leadership, and how Biden's support has begun to crater just in time for November 3rd. You're not going to want to miss this. Greetings, everyone, patriots all across the globe. Dr. Steve here with you. Great to be with you as always. A very warm welcome to all of our first-time viewers. We post 2 videos a day, analyze the current events, analyze some super awesome conservative trends, so we can all live in the present light of even better things to come. So if you haven't already done so, you know what to do. Make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. It'd be an absolute privilege to have you as a regular part of this channel where each and every day we together celebrate, yes, the inevitable collapse of left-wing globalism and the unstoppable rise of a new conservative age. Let's start by giving you a huge shout out to the sponsor of this video, and that's the makers of this beautiful 2020 Christ the Last Supper coin. Now, you're not going to believe this, but for a limited time only, okay, this highly sought after coin is being given away completely for free until it runs out. So on the front side, it's a beautiful etched out illustration of Christ, and on the reverse side, it's a perfectly etched illustration of the Last Supper. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, like I said, just for a limited time, the Last Supper coins are free, so they're going to go fast. So you need to click on that link below today before they all sell out, because once they're out, that's it. You're not going to have another opportunity like this again. So don't wait. Make sure to click on that link below and include this little blessing in your life today. All right, gang, so let's dive right in here. Now, if you haven't heard by now, Hunter Biden's former business partner has flipped on him and the Bidens. We now have an official whistleblower, and you know, the media loves whistleblowers, don't they? Don't hold your breath. Yes, a whistleblower has decided to come out and tell authorities everything he knows about Joe Biden's illicit business dealings with his son, Hunter Biden. Tony Bobulinski, Hunter Biden's ex-business partner, has in fact corroborated that he heard Hunter and his father, Joe Biden, personally discuss his dealings with a Chinese energy firm in 2017, and that Joe Biden was indeed the mysterious big guy referenced in an email to Hunter Biden. The big guy was slated to get 10% of the business deal. Bobulinski has also revealed a text message to Fox News warning his business partner, James Gilliar, not to mention Joe Biden by name in any of the business interactions, hence terms like big guy. It's also being revealed that the initials JB on the original email stood for Jim Biden, Joe Biden's brother. In a formal and public letter written by Bobulinski, he not only named names, but in fact corroborated that Joe Biden did in fact personally profit from his office as vice president, but most shockingly made millions partnering with a shady Chinese communist firm. Now, this is absolutely explosive because Joe Biden, of course, denied knowing anything about Hunter's business dealings. In fact, Sleepy Joe emphatically denied ever discussing Hunter's business dealings with him. Now, originally, all we had to contradict that was an embarrassing photo that surfaced that showed former Vice President Joe Biden and his son Hunter sharing a round of golf, but they happened to be standing next to a very interesting fellow, and that fellow that they're taking their picture with is a man by the name of Devon Archer. Now, Devon Archer is important here because he sat on the board of the Ukrainian energy firm Burisma Holdings alongside Hunter. The photos reported to have been taken at a New York golf club back in 2014. Again, that's important because both Hunter Biden and Archer joined Burisma Holdings, the Ukrainian energy firm, as board members in April of that year, 2014. So this, of course, seemed to blatantly contradict Biden's insistence that he never mixed his son with business, never discussed the business dealings. But here he is playing a round of golf with a fellow board member for Burisma Holdings, the Ukrainian energy firm that was under investigation by a Ukrainian federal prosecutor who Biden had gotten fired under threat that he would withhold $1 billion in aid to the Ukrainian government until they fired him. Now, this investigator, a fellow by the name of Viktor Shokin, this fired federal prosecutor, he has since filed a suit in court against Joe Biden, claiming that he was unlawfully fired because he was investigating a company where Joe Biden's son was a board member. Shokin filed the suit, I believe, back in 2016, shortly after he was fired by the former vice president, or by Ukraine's president, Petro Poroshenko. And a Ukrainian court has indeed publicly named Biden as the alleged perpetrator of the crime. But that photo was the only evidence that I'm familiar with, explicit evidence that Biden was indeed involved with Hunter Biden's business activities. That is, until the laptop from hell was discovered, right? It's the way Trump describes it. Hunter, of course, left his laptop behind at a Delaware computer shop. He never picked it up. And after the owner legally appropriated it, after several months, he examined the hard drive to scrub it and found all these emails and photos that clearly implicated Joe Biden in influence peddling with Hunter's shady business dealings, which now, according to this signed letter drafted by Hunter's ex-business partner, Tony Bobulinski, involved Joe Biden getting a 10% cut. The director of national intelligence, John Ratcliffe, has completely contradicted the original Democrat talking point that all this is just a Russian disinformation campaign. Ratcliffe has made it clear that that accusation of Russian disinformation is patently false. The Hunter Biden computer is authentic. The emails are authentic. The pictures are authentic. And the information that they provide is authentic and clearly damning. And not just for Joe Biden. Fox News has been reporting as of today that a list of key domestic contacts for a joint venture involving Jim and Hunter Biden and a Chinese energy company also included Joe Biden's running mate, Senator Kamala Harris, and other prominent Democrats. In an email sent from Jim Biden, Joe's brother, and Tony Bobulinski to Hunter Biden, which was obtained by Fox News. And by the way, this email is actually, it's independent of the laptop or the hard drive purportedly belonging to Hunter Biden, but it lists Kamala Harris, Senator Chuck Schumer, Amy Klobuchar, Dianne Feinstein, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, all the who's who of the Democratic Party leadership as recipients. Now, what their role was in Biden's business ventures is yet to be determined, but these top Democrat leaders were listed as key contacts for Biden's business dealings. Now, as all of this is leaking out as of the last few days, obviously Biden is hemorrhaging support. But before we get into that, I want to personally invite you to our special On the Brink benefit conference. It's an online conference held on Saturday, October 31st, featuring me and Red Eagle Politics, which is an awesome poll analysis channel that you definitely want to check out. Red Eagle Politics. The virtual conference is going to help you think better and therefore feel better about November 3rd and beyond. So what we're going to do is we're going to discover what to expect on November 3rd. We'll look at what's really behind the rise of a new conservative age, how nationalism and globalism are going to continue to clash way beyond November, and why nationalist populism is absolutely unstoppable in its battle with liberal left-wing globalism. Now, prices are going to go up, so do not wait. Make sure to register today for the On the Brink benefit conference, and I look forward to meeting you all virtually a week from this Saturday. All right, so obviously Biden is beginning to see his poll numbers utterly plunge. In fact, according to the conductors of the latest Investors Business Daily poll, Biden is, in their words, quote, leaking support. Biden currently leads Trump by only 2 points, 48 to 46, with a margin of error plus or minus 3.2%, which means the election is currently a statistical tie. Now, keep in mind, this is a national poll, so it includes all the urban centers, like Chicago, LA, San Francisco, New York. So as we found in 2016, if Trump is trailing just by a couple of percentage points, or if they're statistically tied nationally, he's most likely dominating the Electoral College. Now, this statistical tie is a dramatic plunge for Biden, who just a week ago had a nearly 9-point lead. So on October 13th, the IBD reported Biden with a lead of 8.6 points, which has now plunged, right? It's almost been completely erased. The two are statistically tied, and this seems largely because Biden is losing support among Democrats. His support among blacks is smaller than Hillary Clinton's. So Hillary Clinton had 85% black support, while Biden has 79%. Same with Hispanics. Trump is doing better with Latinos than he did in 2016. Moreover, and you're going to love this, according to the ultra-liberal MSNBC, this must have had to hurt to report, In Florida, the GOP has made the largest voter registration gain since tracking began back in 1972. Trump is killing it in Florida. The Republicans have been adding upwards of 90,000 new votes in their in-person early voting lead over the Democrats almost every day this week. It's been averaging out more or less to about 6,000 new votes added to their vote lead per hour. I mean, it's beyond belief. Trump is killing it in Florida. He's killing it in North Carolina and Arizona, Michigan, Ohio, Wisconsin. And all this time, we're seeing Joe Biden underperform with blacks, with Latinos, with the youth vote, with a number of Democratic counties. He's currently underperforming 2016 levels, which spells electoral disaster for Biden. So obviously, we'll be keeping our eyes on how things develop here. I think we can expect Trump to bring this up at the debate tonight, which will be interesting to say the least. And it seems that Biden, as much as he thought hiding in his basement would rescue him from public scrutiny, he is in for a very rude awakening over the course of the next several days. Now, before you go, make sure to like this video, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. And you will definitely want to check out my latest video. I just uploaded it on how the mainstream media and big tech attempt to censor it. The Hunter Biden story has backfired big time. You're not going to want to miss it. So make sure to click on the link, and I'll see you over there. God bless.